I think before I make a choice here, I'm gonna do my best to heal myself up. Yeah, we'll use the Maple Super. We've had this on hand long enough. Also, now I'll save the Super Shroob. So, with that being said, greetings all, it's Blue Knight, and welcome back to Paper Mario. Previously, we got started on Crystal Palace and got a ways into it, even discovering the main gimmick of this place, at least in my opinion, the one I remember the most, is the two sides are connected. If we do something on one side, then the other side will be affected as well. They're kind of like reflected worlds if that's the case. Also, the layout's going to be the same because since we're going through a mirror essentially, that's it is going to affect the layout, or at least how the layout looks parallel on both sides. Before we stumbled into this conundrum again, trying to figure out who the real Bombette is this time. Funny thing is, if you try to escape, they're not gonna have it. They're gonna drag you back up Mario, just accept his fate. So choose the imposter. Now what if we go through here? Yep, you can't go through there either, so you really gotta solve this first. So I think you can't talk to him again. I'm pretty sure you could have done this with the Coopers last time as well. That way you might get an idea on who the real Bombette might be. I'm not ever gonna forgive you and mess this up. There's no way that Mario's will make a mistake. We have journeyed so very far together. Is that right, Mario? You know which one was the real Bombette, don't you? Mario, I am Bombette. I Bombette, you know it. So I'm pretty sure these three aren't the real ones. It's these two that I'm worried about. Okay, if I'm not going to forgive you if you mess this up. Something that'll be a little important will happen if you do choose the real Bombette. Now I want to make this choice carefully. It might be this one's real? Yep, I thought so. You're terrible, you don't even recognize me. Oh, I can't bear it. That's why I was being careful. Because if you choose the imposters one by one, then they will be exiled from this battle happening, and I wanted to save all of them so I could get the most experience possible. And to start off, I think we'll start big by using your next Thunder Rage. About time I am using this thing to my advantage. And since Bombette might be a little PO'd at Mario right now, let's have her use Big Bomb to take her frustrations out on something. Yeah, there we go, 7 points. This, of course, is going to be the battle. Will be a little difficult. Not unless that guy decides to transform. That'll work out. You know what? We've been using star power a lot, so why not just add a little bit of a PK Starstorm into the mix to wipe them all out. There we go. That made things a little easier. As in just winning the battle. That's kind of constitutes for more than just a little easier. And for our reward, at least after not upsetting Bombette too much, is getting the red key. So now this time we can go back and flip that switch. So we can get that red door back down and go through it. Since that does lead to a different part of the palace. Pound down this switch. Say pound it down. Thank you, Mario. That's affecting the rumble on my controller a lot was that little change. And we'll do that. And proceed on through to the other side. And just like before, we can't go through the mirror to enter its reflected world, so to speak. We can change the layout by hitting that block over there. But that doesn't like affect the entire side here. It's just the red and blue doors. That's it. So you don't have to worry about backtracking once you do switch from the blue door back to the red one. You can already go through there. Yeah, let's go through there first, because I think that's the way we have to go through next. Or is it? No, I think I'll take it the other way around then. Alright. No biggie, we'll just reconvene over there and make our correction right. Now I want to get not too close, because it's been a while since we've done this to an enemy. Yeah, got to him. And okay, I thought we did tattle all them by now. Turns out we didn't. There's another Magic Koopa here, the Gray Magic Koopa. He's one of the magicians of the Koopa clan. Those gray robes aren't very flashy, but they're kinda cool. Max HP 11, attack power 3. He can use magic to make his companions transparent. We can't attack enemies that are transparent. Let's try to beat them before they become an issue. What do you say? Yeah, I think it's a lot more imperative that we do take these guys out first, rather than just leave it be. Since they can make enemies unable. Ooh, I got a super out of that. That really happens for me. Since it's rare that we do have enemies that are transparent, it's best to take out the source of that as soon as possible and not leave that guy on his own. But now what to do? I can't do anything with him. Or actually, how to do anything to him? Gotta do something to Mario. Let's make this a transparent battle and see who gives up first. It's a ghost fight. I never thought I'd have this happen in the Crystal Palace. But I can only hold that off for one turn. So I'll just refresh in the meantime. At least get some semblance of HP and FP back. And thankfully, that guy's transparency ward off. Where we can put him to sleep, I'm pretty sure one of the effects that the white Clubba is susceptible to is the sleep one. Yep, I was right. I'm pretty sure they might be affected to just about everything. Yeah, they are. As well as being susceptible to fire. So we'll smack this guy up a bunch to interrupt his little beauty nap. While I talk more about the Gray Magic Koopa, they can, like with other Magic Koopas, duplicate themselves right on Bruiser and run away if they're alone. And that was, in particular, is most susceptible to Shrink, Stop, Shock, and Dizzy. We got another one in the way here, so that shows why there were two of those Clubba statues in the background of our first fight. Just gotta take care of the second one too. I don't think he'll budge, but just to be safe, I'll use Bombette to get the early advantage. Gotta move back a little bit, not on the right plane. There we go. That was one mini boss battle that just wasn't worth showing. It was just enemies we did take on before. They were just a roadblock in getting to— oh, come on! Into getting to this point. Alright, fine. Unfortunately, I burned the last of my FP on doing that. I used up a lot of my star power too. So we gotta repeat this one more time. We're on the same plane again. And boom! Another mini boss battle that just wasn't worth showing. I just went full ham on them for dishing out attacks, because I just really didn't want to take my chances going after them, especially when my stats aren't really at the best shape right now. I mean, I could go back outside the palace and get that heart block again, but I don't want to make my way all the way out there. That would just take way too long. So there is this switch here. Yeah, I think I know what to do. Gotta get... No, what am I doing? Bomb was the first choice and the best choice. Because we do that and have her blow it up, that puts us back into the original side. And doing that just does the same thing. So we'll just press on forward. There are duplicates nearby. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, not a duplicate, that's on the other side. It's just a white club over there. What if I can? Come on. Yeah, that's it. I don't think I've had one dungeon in this entire game where I've had smooth sailing through it. At least apart from... That looks interesting. At least apart from maybe the first dungeon, perhaps. Even then, I think that also gave me a run for my money, too. I don't remember this game being like that difficult when it came to the dungeons and the palaces and such. Yes, I thought I can't blow up that wall over there, but that means I gotta deal with the duplicates that's right behind it. Working that first strike. Alright. This is not turning out well at all. My stats are looking worse and worse. That just means I'm getting more desperate. And all that for the triple dip badge. I can use 3 items during one turn. But the problem is, I only got exactly 3 items. Well, now 2, because I gotta use that super mushroom. Really been burning through like the most of them just to try to keep myself alive. Has been worth it though, because that is the point of items. Don't want you use any of your organic resources. Just use an item to help prevent that, but also do something very helpful to you in the battle. That's my main purpose, and now they're not even trying at this point. They're not even trying. You can see that we can keep going with this. Giving us an idea of what we can do here. So get Cooper out. Oh, that's right at the wall. Oh, sorry, Cooper. I'll be sure to work on my aiming, I swear. Didn't get actually even farther away from the gap. Nope. There we go. But he doesn't come back. Yeah, that's why. Now they're not even trying at this point. Mario, I'm the real Cooper, but of course you know that, don't you, old boy? Mario, look at me, I'm the real deal. Nobody else looks like Cooper. Mario, come on, I'm Cooper. I mean, it's ridiculous. I'm the real Cooper, Sonny. You believe me, don't you? I'm the real Cooper. There isn't any doubt your mind, is there, brother? Okay, old bean, you best smash these imposters one by one. That's a good idea. Brother, smash them all except me, okay? You know, if I was smart, I would actually take that advice, but I'm not gonna do that. Because experience matters to me. You did that on purpose, didn't you? That's just plain mean. Listen, you got one, Cooper. You got one, okay? You can't really fault me for doing that. At least you can a little bit. I think this time I'll do my best to lull them to sleep. I don't know if sleep actually affects duplicates at all. Gonna hope and see if it works. Oh, it does. Only got to 1. That's unfortunate. In that case, I'll switch over to Lackluster. And we'll have him pound on this guy with Spiny Flip. See, now this is gonna be a mini boss worth showing because, given how my stats are looking right now, it's gonna be quite the uphill battle for me to get through. So jump on the one that's weak for now. Best to take these guys apart one at a time. I do have some health to spare, but I don't want to rely on that too much. This is what happens when you abuse your FP, people. So don't be like me so much. Even if your FP is your highest grossing stat, still. That doesn't mean you should abuse it like I have. Or your star power for that matter. That could be helpful too, but I don't have any star powers in my name at the moment. Spiny Flip on you. Again, just do my best to take these guys out one at a time. I know I was going to be losing a life shoot going into this. There was no way to avoid that. And that last one would have mattered. Even if I did block that, it still would have killed me anyways. The only question is though, can I get through this before having to use that second life shroom? That's gonna be the big question here. I can do that. I think I will. 1, 2, there we go. I was worried about just getting that first input out. That was my concern. Man, the rest of this dungeon is gonna be terrible now that I have no FP to my name at the moment. And by the way things are going, looks like I'll be using up that second life stream after all. I mean, unless I can get a refresh off, that's probably not gonna help me too much. If I can get my star power to increase fast enough. So maybe Bo can help me out here. If I could take this last guy apart correctly. Oh man, only down to one health too. You cannot cut it any closer than that. I am just right on the brink of death here. Thankfully I did have Bo help me out, get me out of this. At least for now. And the things I will do for experience. Just really let me get carried away at times. Alright, now what to do next? I want to go through here, hoping that there might be a heart block. Let's hope I'm right. Nope, we couldn't get there anyways. Actually, we could with Cooper. But let's go over here first. Ooh, health. Possibly health. That kind of helps, I think. I mean, I could have gone for health, even though I do have another fairy with me, essentially. Oh. I couldn't go here anyways, could I? Probably a big fat nope. Don't use that life stream, please. We don't have a repeat of that ultra shroom from a while back. You know, having the ultra shroom would actually be helpful right about now if I didn't waste it before. Cause that could benefit me so much at this current time. Wait, am I supposed to go down there? Maybe so. I can't go down there? Or maybe I'm supposed to hit down the right place. Yep, that's what I'm supposed to do. That was my first guess, but then I got a little confused because I figured I had to go to the other world, so to speak. The reflected world to get that switch. So now we could do that since we got a key in the way. Looks like 2 actually. So we could backtrack a little bit. Go back here. And then go through this door. Can I? Oh, come on. And nothing will happen if I do that. Oh well. Worth experimenting. And then there's this thing in the way. It's a smaller statue, but we can't push that unlike the larger one. And if you remember, if one side is affected, and so the other side will share that same effect too. And there goes the second life shroom. I am really cutting it close here now. All those coins will not matter if I can't use them at all. So I'm pretty much knocking at death's door at this point. And that's not helping matters either. All I gotta do is just get one of these guys taken down. And I don't really care about the other guy. For once, I'm gonna do nothing so that guy can escape. Because that's gonna be helping me do some favors. Okay, got some health back, but that's not gonna be enough. I really need more than that. Please don't let there be another enemy in the way. Oh, good. And that's what I was looking for. The treasure chest, but it says another badge. The P up, D down 1. Increased attack by 1, but decreased defense by that same amount too. So really was it worth it? It was just for collecting sake. But at least we got this statue moved. So that means that the bigger statue in the other room back in the original world, as I'm calling it, it's gonna be moved as well. But that also means there's gonna be another foe I have to take on. Unless I can find some way to avoid it. Maybe this might be one case where I do have to avoid fighting. I really don't want to do that though, because experience, like I said, that matters. Let's see what lies down this hole now. And who else do I have to take on? You know, I probably should have ran from that. But I thought I could just take my chances with it, and it just didn't work. Just for kicks, let's just see how far that kicked me back. It looks like it was back over here. Great. Yeah, that's what I get for burning up my resources, but I really thought I was just saving myself for the long haul. It didn't work out so well. Well, crap. That's what I get for gambling. Gambling the risks. Just couldn't make it work that time. That should have been the one time I could have ran, but I just didn't want to do it. It's my own pride that was getting in the way of that. I should have known what my reckless style that I was doing before, getting rid of those first few statues that I was going to wall myself eventually. I should have known that was going to happen. That's my own fault. I'm going to take the total blame for that. I should have known that was going to happen. Well, this means I have some catching up to do. But that being said, worst cases have happened when something like this went down. So this is not too big. I know I can catch up if I just play my cards right and not be as reckless as I was before. So I'm going to get back to the point where I was prior to falling to my latest death. And we'll pick up from there next time. Because even if we did stop at the point where it did get taken down, I still remember quite a bit of the palace that we had to go through. So we're not totally out of this whole place yet. Hopefully, once I'm done catching up, we will get closer to, or if not, reach the end next time. Until we meet again, farewell for now.